Jesus! He's such a loser, dude. This old, 50-year-old, unmarried, disgraceful to his billionaire family. Is his brother at least married? Is somebody making kids for these degenerate losers? Did any of the wealthy college women that he did any of them have any kids? God, I hate this guy so much. Imagine going on a show like this and being like, Netanyahu's a war criminal. Meanwhile, this dude has a reservoir built up of Nasrallah in his closet that he sits there and chugs while he's got videos of Syrians in the background playing because he loves Hezbollah. Hasan is live debating them? Oh, well, in that case. Oh my God, it's so cringe. Oh, it's because he saw 18-year-olds online. He's like, oh, bro, I can get in with those people.
Okay.
Can you also say hello to my friend Kyle here?
What's up, Kyle?
What up, bro?
All right, so you guys interviewed the Adolf Hitler incarnate, Benjamin Netanyahu, and
Adolf Hitler
everybody's
incarnate.
yelling at you guys, I assume, right? Is that what's going on?
Yes, we're getting definitely some yells.
Yeah. Okay, so first and foremost, who the set that up? Was it Miriam Adelson?
Jesus!
Well, we actually toured the White House right before.
He's such a loser, dude. Was it AIPAC?
Yeah,
was it all the Jewish donors?
Benjamin Netanyahu wasn't like, I love the Nelk Boys. I'm a big consumer of Happy Dad, and then was like, let's do this.
Well, we've had Trump on a few times.
Someone from the communications team at the White House hit us up, connected us with their communications team, and presented us the opportunity to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it a Jew? Was it a Jew who did it?
We're like, let's do it. Sounds great.
I mean, yeah, I can say it again. I've said it a few times, but I can't speak to podcasting as a whole. And other podcasters, they'll have people on with just people they've had good relationships with, or their friends, or people they agree with. But with the Full Send podcast, hate it or love it, right or wrong, if we ever get the opportunity to have a controversial guest on, we're never going to turn it down. Because in my opinion, what we want to do with the Full Send podcast on is we're not afraid to have controversial people on. We're going to ask them questions. Sure, we're probably not the best at asking questions. We're not the best journalists, never claimed to be. So we might not be the best at pressing them. But in my opinion, it's up to the viewer to form their own educated opinion. Like, we have someone controversial on, we ask them questions. I think people give us a little too much credit when they say, oh, you're platforming him, or like, I think, sure, we have a young audience, but they're not fucking stupid.
4 minutes and then I can chat.
Stupid whatsoever.
Fuck, how do you get onto the stream?
Is a perfect example of that. Like, if you go and read the comments, just because we have someone on and we're sitting beside someone, people aren't going to be like, oh my God, Nelk's with them, like, I love this person. Like,
yeah, wait, Hasan,
that's just not the way it works. Our audience is a lot smarter.
I don't think anybody loves Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying though. Is
the initial
just because we have
listen, I don't think you can platform the prime minister of Israel. That's not my argument. I don't really give a shit about that.
But I just want you to know my point.
My question is, like, do you feel like there is a culpability that you have? Because, like, look, Donald Trump is a contentious figure, and obviously he's responsible for a metric ton of pain and violence as well, but so is every other American president. That's one thing. But Benjamin Netanyahu is, like, unique in the sense that he's also a foreign leader. So I guess the question is, like, because he's getting something out of this, right? He's getting something out of this where he gets to, I guess, like, try
that's
humanize
the thing, Hasan, is we'll have anyone on. Like, next episode, we're going to have someone on with the complete opposite ideology that we've already been planning before this podcast came out. The Full Send podcast.
Who are you guys having on?
I mean, I'd love to hear your suggestions.
Yeah,
we have a few from different friends. You can DM us after if you don't want to say
crazy
them live,
tanky leftists, bad empanada?
We're talking
What
to a few different people, and we want to choose the right person to kind of represent the opposite side. So that's what we're going to do.
Isn't just like a podcaster, you know what I mean? Like, he's literally the fucking prime minister that is a war criminal by the international criminal.
God, he's such a oh my God, this fucking old 50-year-old unmarried, disgraceful to his billionaire fucking family. Is his brother at least married? Is somebody making kids for these fucking degenerate losers?
So many children.
Did any of the wealthy college women that he did any of them have any kids? God, I hate this guy so fucking much. Imagine going on a show like this and being like, Netanyahu's a war criminal. Meanwhile, this dude has a fucking cum reservoir built up of Nasrallah in his closet that he sits there and chugs while he's got videos of dead Syrians in the background playing because he loves Hezbollah. He fucking loves every terrorist as long as they're against Israel, I guess.
Ask him some questions that I think people wanted to know.
Okay. What did he say? I mean, of course, he said.
So for starving children in Gaza, he said that they bring the food in and Hamas steals it and then sells it.
No, that's a lie.
That's a lie.
They would
You know
never
what
do
I mean?
that.
Like, that's so.
They would never
so
do
here's
that.
the
So what's
thing.
your
They would
opinion?
never do
Hasan,
that.
you gotta
So
remember that
what's-
one side's gonna say one thing and
Yeah.
the other side's gonna say it's a lie. So you're gonna tell us something.
I don't think you guys having a conversation with Benjamin Netanyahu is the interesting point of contention here for me, at least. Like I mean, I think it's in and of itself, it's like worthy of scrutiny, because it's like, you know, you guys, it's like interviewing Adolf Hitler. Like, would you interview Adolf Hitler during the Holocaust if you had the opportunity?
This guy literally interviewed a dude who bragged about going onto a ship with hostages taken by a bunch of terrorists and post pictures of Jews on pikes.
Because we get to see it in real time because we have the internet.
Okay, so wait, what's your response to what he answered us? You didn't even talk about that.
Oh, it's a fucking lie. No human rights organization that works on the ground, from the UN to the World Food Program, has ever agreed to the Israeli position that this is all Hamas stealing aid or whatever. As a matter of fact, they've openly said that that is not the case at all. It's just a way for Israel to continue justifying its starvation policies against the entire civilian population of Gaza, so that they can claim that, like, oh, Hamas is just like stealing this aid. It's bullshit. They've never actually given a single piece of fucking evidence for this. It is just a claim that people have to supposedly take at face value because Israel said it.
And what's the
It's
other
a lie.
side's? What's the other side's proof? Just so we can play both sides here.
Well, the other side is not even like the side of the Palestinians. I'm not even offering the side of the Palestinians. The Palestinians obviously think that that's bullshit as well. But the other side is an unbiased third party. The World Food Program is not, you know, on board with Hamas. The World Food Program or the UN is not Hamas or anti-Semitic or anti-Israel, beyond, you know, the obvious reasons why you would be anti-Israel, because they're doing these things and then lying about it.
Mm-hmm. So what's your overall opinion of us? Like Kyle just stated, that we're having a world leader on. That's what we're more focused on. And we're not kissing his ass.
I think it was dumb. I'll be honest. Because like.
But you would do the same
not-
thing, Hasan, if you had the opportunity. 100%.
Yep, he would.
Sure, you could have pressed him a little harder.
There's a difference.
He
though.
would.
I'm
a responsible platformer.
Well-equipped to
No, you're
have a
not.
conversation
Oh my
with Benjamin
God,
Netanyahu,
he's
because
so
when he says
stupid.
something
God,
like
he triggers
that,
the fuck out of
I
me.
can turn around and be like, well, the World Food Program has said that, you know, there is no evidence to suggest that Hamas is stealing aid. Whereas you don't have that follow-up in that situation, and Benjamin Netanyahu knows that, and his team knows that, which is precisely why he went on the Nelk Boys podcast, and he didn't go on, you know, my stream or something. And I don't even know if I would honestly have a conversation.
But in
with him if given the opportunity.
in my opinion, I think that, like, for example, I think Trump is really good on a podcast. Like, obviously, that's why he did his whole I mean, he's clearly a good speaker. Like, you can't deny that. But I think, in my opinion, just because we platform someone, it doesn't necessarily equate to like a positive outcome for the guest. And I think this is like a perfect example of that. Like, this could even be a negative thing for him coming on.
No, I think in the grand scheme of things, like,
so,
it's,
like, why
it's not
I just
moving the
don't.
needle,
Yeah.
because Benjamin Netanyahu gets
that's what I'm
positive coverage
saying.
from every outlet. He gets positive coverage from every outlet. So you guys are marginal in that regard. It's not like all that
Positive
significant.
coverage from every
But
outlet.
if you're
Oh my
looking
God,
for, like,
dude.
Well, that's what
if
I'm
you're
trying to say,
looking
though.
for-
It's like if Fox
What do you
News
mean?
has him on and they're more supportive of him, and then we have him on. CNN has him on.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying
How do we
marginal.
divide
like,
that?
You having him on is marginal, as opposed to like him going on Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, CBS, all of those other outlets, and then not just Benjamin Netanyahu, but like Israeli envoys going on CNN every night and saying, well, we blew up this mosque, or we blew up this church because Hamas was in it, or whatever. That is ultimately playing a role in crafting this elaborate narrative that Israel is always in the right, Israel has a right to defend itself, and that they have to do these things. They have to contextualize this violence. Like, all of that plays a much larger role. You guys just basically are presenting a similar perspective that you get from CNN.
Are you DMing them? I'm
or-
typing in their
or
chat. I don't know where the fuck I
News,
DM them,
but
Alan.
now to a younger audience that's going to look at, I guess, maybe Benjamin Netanyahu and be like, he's a chill guy that you can hang with, but I don't even know if he's capable of doing
Hasan,
that.
here's kind of where I disagree with you. Is if you watch CNN or you watch Fox News, you kind of know what narrative you're looking for. And with us playing that neutral ground, you don't know what you're going to get, right? So that's the differentiator. And like we told, I don't know if Kyle mentioned this earlier, but we're having a pro-Palestinian on as our very, very soon here. So we're going to
I don't know who you guys are having on, but
But what I'm trying to say is, like, how are we, if we're a neutral podcast, how are we anything like either side if you know what you're going to get when you tune into either network?
Well, no one is fully neutral in that regard, right? Because like that's why I asked, like, would you, if Osama bin Laden wasn't dead, would you interview him?
Do you want? I mean, honestly, I don't know. That's a tough question.
Would you?
Yes.
If Osama bin Laden wasn't dead, yeah, of course.
So then why are you?
And the same but it would be contentious in the same vein as the Benjamin Netanyahu interview.
It would be contentious.
Like, there are
what about the
people
Houthi
that I
interview?
that the
What about
American,
fucking Tom Tim
Well,
Houthi?
if you got bin Laden, if
What
you
about
got bin
Tim
Laden,
Houthi?
you'd never be
How
able to
contentious
grill
was
him,
that?
'cause you would have had to go to
If
Afghanistan.
no, not Obama. If Osama bin Laden came on, he would ask him what his favorite anime is. Why is he? I know why he's lying. God, fuck, he lies with impunity. He
Connect
lies like he
via
breathes.
Discord, you know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
my
obviously,
God, he's such a piece of shit.
I'm not gonna fucking interview bin Laden with a gun trained on my head. That would not be a situation.
Right.
Like that would not be the case. He's dead anyway. In the
Right. Well, I
hypothetical-
mean, we
would
interviewed
you
him.
be
We
able
interviewed
to-
him. We interviewed him in the White House with fucking 20 people standing around us in suits that we didn't know who they were. So it's almost.
I think in that
Maybe not the same
too, you'd act
situation,
a little
but
different,
yeah,
so
I mean-
respectfully.
Yeah, I need pirate software to hack me into the call.
My
True.
point is, it would not. Would you be neutral with bin Laden in the same way that you're like a neutral podcast?
I think we would. Yeah, we would do our best to ask him tough questions.
Okay.
I think there's a sense
All
of
right. What
understanding
about
too,
ISIS?
right? Well, Hasan, I think there's.
What about Adolf Hitler?
I think we'd always kind of play the neutral role, to be honest, and just
You would play a neutral role interviewing Adolf Hitler. I don't think that's the case. I think you're just saying that right now because you want to.
We're just not the best at grilling guests and pushing back on them, to be honest. Like I said, we're not claiming to be good
I think-
journalists. Like we can
I
ask
think
a
if you-
question, but when it comes to like a follow-up question, I'll be honest, we're not the most like I've never claimed to be super educated on this.
Hasan, you haven't even watched the podcast.
I haven't. I haven't had time.
Okay,
I don't
so I'm just
know.
gonna
I
let
don't
you
know
know
what
the
kind of
first.
questions you guys
the
ask.
first
But I assume.
wait, listen. The first few minutes is us sitting there like, yo, we are not qualified to do this. This is fucking insane. We acknowledge the fact that yeah, you're right. We're not the best journalists. We're not the most fit to do this. But the fact that we had an opportunity to interview a world leader, two guys like us, we're gonna jump on that just as I know you would. So you can say what
That's
you
fine,
want.
yeah.
But the difference is the
You're not-
difference is
Hasan
like
is-
if there
oh my
was
God, dude, I'm so
if there was a
triggered right now.
situation where I felt like I was ill-equipped for the task, I would just not do it.
He's such a fucking liar.
Dude,
Remember when he got dog walked by that, like the 19-year-old Christian Walker? I don't know if he was that young on his fucking stream.
I mean, this is a unique opportunity.
The,
You have an
the Full Send
unprecedented
podcast is. I'll be honest. No.
Remember he got dog walked by Willie Mack on this issue?
Best line of questioning. Like, I'll be honest. That's the honest truth. Let's be fucking real here. That's exactly, and that's why they choose us, and that's why the show is what it is because we're kind of dumb and we're not the best fucking. We're not the most educated. That's why the Full Send podcast is what it is.
Let's hear what you have to
Is
say,
there a
Hasan.
person that you guys wouldn't interview? Because like we're also like now stuck on whether you guys should be interviewing Benjamin Netanyahu or not. I think
In
if
today's
someone
age,
is-
like right now, I think that's a fair question to ask. Right now,
like, would you? What did you say?
like
I think,
I'm talking about right
I think
now.
you got to speak to people that are alive because
You can't
going
speak
back in time is
historically.
yeah.
We're
Can't-
saying right now.
going
because
back in time is
that's
impossible.
Pretty much where we're at. So if we could interview anyone
Like-
right now, like who would we say no to? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I can't think of someone.
Okay, so like even out of like because the reason why I have to go back to historical figures that have conducted genocides is because like Benjamin Netanyahu is doing one right now, and he's not even the singular
See, that's
force
what you're
of
talking
evil
about
here.
hypotheticals, bro. That's where you lose me, is because you're talking about things.
Well,
I
I
could
mean,
talk
the
about
reason why
stuff.
I'm is-
Like
100
I
years
mean,
ago.
people. What do you think about
I'm
having
using-
Putin
I'm
on?
using
Like,
this as a-
what do
I'm
you think
using
about
this as
having
an
Putin on? Like
analogy.
Tucker Carlson had Putin on. Other journalists have. There's war, Russia and Ukraine.
Tucker Carlson had Vladimir Putin on, and when Tucker Carlson had Vladimir Putin on, he did that in a capacity to do propaganda for Vladimir Putin. For sure,
Right.
he didn't push back at all. He was there
Because
he was in Russia, and
you
he
really
did it
can't. You
specifically
really
so he could
can't.
do-
You really can't in that situation.
I know, but that's precisely why like sometimes it's better not to take that opportunity. You know what I mean? That's my
Right.
my position.
Like for the Tucker, when I saw the
Tucker
when I saw the
Carlson,
Tucker,
We're believing, we're
I'm saying
believing,
this, but Tucker
okay?
Carlson
Don't worry, we
is
believe.
still more equipped to at least have like follow-up questions. Like think about the Ted
oh,
Cruz interview that he
obviously,
had.
than
Like
us.
he
Yeah,
obviously
of
is.
course. Tucker's the man, in my opinion. But when I watched that Putin interview, like, I thought Putin was like dodging questions and he like didn't answer anything. So that's what goes back to my point of like platforming someone. And I think just because we have someone on, it doesn't always mean a positive for the guest. And I think, I mean, you go read this comment section, like, I don't think this is necessarily a positive thing for Netanyahu. So
yeah, but it's not a positive thing for you guys either, because most of your audience is probably already anti-Israel and anti-Netanyahu. So now they're
that's fine because
guys.
Listen, look at the propaganda model working in real time. He's actually so slimy and gross. He's actually so disgusting to see how the fucking pro-pally, like, elite fucking deep state is working in real fucking time. Don't talk to any. Like, also, just imagine the ludicrousness of telling people, hey, I know you have the opportunity to interview a world leader, but you guys should probably pass on that because he's a disgusting rat fuck. So like you should stay as far away from that as possible. Like nobody would pass up this opportunity. You know that, right? Like no podcast in the world, no matter how retarded you think you are, would pass the opportunity. Oh, can I interview a fucking like a world leader in like a very relevant country? Like everybody would say yes to that.
Genocide in a somewhat neutral light, and you can't be neutral when you have someone like Benjamin Netanyahu directly in an opportunity to talk to him. But that's what happened. So there is moral culpability here for you guys.
Well, I think this is
individually.
the way we roll with this is it's going to give us the opportunity to get the biggest people in the world, and I think you'll know by the Full Send podcast when you watch it. It's like, hey, we're going to watch these guys are going to get big guests. We might not necessarily get these guys grilling these people, and that's just what you're going to come to expect with the Full Send podcast.
But if you don't grill them, then all you're doing is like, you know,
we're having them on. And people are watching, and they're forming their own opinions. And people are not. I just don't think people are.
Hold on.
No, I don't think so.
Hasan,
People are not fucking stupid.
Wait, Kyle, you're missing the biggest point here. Hasan, we're looking to have someone from the opposite side and give them the exact.
Hasan's not even doing a good job at explaining why you shouldn't host propaganda. He's not even a fucking intelligent person.
Like there's one side that's being genocided and the other side that's doing the genocide.
Okay, so someone who has opposite views or is on the other side.
It would be like interviewing the leadership of Hamas. You know what I mean? And that's illegal under. I mean, I don't think you would be
illegal?
able to
we would 100% do that if we were.
It's illegal? What?
If the Iranian supreme leader called me right now and we knew we were safe, we would obviously do that.
And going to the interview, Hasan, which I think it's funny. I think it's funny that you haven't watched yet because you're going kind of ham on us and you haven't watched, which I understand.
I haven't had the opportunity to watch it. I was
I understand. You're busy.
To it.
But what I was going to say is that we did talk about Hamas. We did talk about a lot of these things.
I know, but just simply talking about it without having the proper knowledge and the proper equipment to be able to push back when he's lying only turns it into an opportunity for him to like. Why do you think Benjamin Netanyahu did this?
No, we agree
with you. No, we agree with you. We're not. We know that,
bro. That's the reason anyone does a podcast.
He used you guys.
But I don't know if that was necessary. I don't know if it was necessarily
knowledge on this issue.
I don't know if that was necessarily successful though.
Yeah, that with Kyle, I agree.
I think everyone's seeing what Trump did, and Hasan after the whole election. The whole story was how podcasts won the election, blah, blah, blah. That was every story. Like, I even did a bunch of interviews on it, too. And I think, obviously, the Israeli team sees that, and they're like, oh, we need to do podcasts. But in my opinion, not everyone is a Trump and that good of a speaker that can go on and kind of adapt to any environment. And I think that Netanyahu came on, and I think you see the response. And I think that podcasting doesn't work for anyone. We saw what happened with Kamala too. Like, she was a fucking disaster on pods. So I think just because we platform someone, it doesn't necessarily like mean that we're trying to help them. Or I think viewers are a lot smarter than they think they are.
Like, Benjamin Netanyahu is a multiple decade politician and has been the leader of Israel in perpetuity.
Right.
He is a lot better at propaganda than you think he is, okay? First of all, let's just get that out of the way. The idea that you think that he is not capable of, like, weaving through a couple softballs that you thought were hard-hitting questions that he has probably addressed a million times over is silly. Let me make no mistake.
I agree with you on that.
So my question to you is, why do you think he wanted to come on the Nelk Boys podcast?
Of course he wanted to come. Of course he wanted to come on to try to win over the young audience. We're not disagreeing on that. I'm saying I don't necessarily know if that's successful. And I think just because you come on the Full Send podcast and sit beside Nelk Boys and take some softball questions if you say that. It doesn't necessarily equate to a positive outcome for the guest. I don't think platforming people, I don't think that's always a positive thing.
Right? The question is the same. Like Adolf
I mean,
Hitler
you could
comes
just
on
go read the
podcast.
comments. Like,
Adolf
it
Hitler
doesn't
comes on
look
the
like a
podcast, you guys are
positive
having
thing.
a conversation with him, and he starts, and you're like, why are you
We
sending
can't speak
Jews
to
the
Hitler. I think we should.
concentration
He's not
I think
even
we should
explaining any like actual facts. God, how does anybody listen to this guy? He's so embarrassingly fucking stupid. Holy shit. Actual Goomba from the first Super Mario movie. Jesus.
He's dead. It's not, it's
He's
not
just been like woke scolding them for 30 minutes. He hasn't said anything of fucking substance.
Speak
So
to anyone
I'm
alive.
using
Speak
that-
to anyone alive.
I'm using that as an analogy because Adolf Hitler is a figure that you and I both agree is a truly evil.
But I think, why don't you
monstrous
just name
figure.
one person alive for the analogy?
But I'm using this as an analogy
Oh
because
my
you
God.
already
No, I
have
don't think it's a
established
fair
Adolf
analogy,
Hitler is
though.
like doing something akin to what Benjamin Netanyahu is doing.
I know, I don't think it's a
That's
fair
why
analogy,
I'm
though.
using this as an analogy. There's no modern contemporary that I can use at this moment that you would have the same, that would have a similar impact for you. That's why I'm using it as an
But you're talking
analog.
about completely hypotheticals.
Yeah, of course, that's what an analogy is.
I understand that, but you're saying it's
as
like-
long
it's
as
like-
the crimes are comparable, which is genocide on both ends. As long as the crimes are comparable, then you know, and you understand that the crimes are
It's
comparable.
too
If you think
hypothetical.
that
I
there's
can't
something
speak
wrong
to
with the
it. I
analogy,
can't
you can
speak to it.
tackle why I'm using it as an analogy, not
I
just
can't
saying,
speak to
oh,
it.
you
I
can't
wasn't
use an
alive.
analogy.
I can't speak to it. I wasn't alive. But if you can make the analogy with anyone alive.
But you know the Holocaust happened, right? Like obviously.
I mean, I would say so.
Okay, so since you understand that the Holocaust happened, okay. And
I mean,
Adolf
then there's a
Hitler
lot of
was-
people. There's a lot of people that hate Netanyahu that say it didn't too, which is like, I don't understand that. So like, there's a lot of different fucking points of view going around that are like.
Yes, but yeah, I'm not gonna. If you want, I can explain to you what the reasoning behind it is. Why Nazis don't like Benjamin Netanyahu. Nazis who deny the Holocaust don't like Benjamin Netanyahu because he's Jewish, and they think that Israel is a Jewish state, and that, you know, they're doing this for Judaism or whatever the fuck. Wait, hold on. I think Am I dropped? What's going on?
Just to be clear, he won't even say the real reason. Nazis don't like Benjamin Netanyahu. It's nothing to do with Judaism or nothing to do with even Jewish people. It has to do with the idea, the same reason you don't like him is because they think that he's controlling the U.S. government. That's why they don't like him. They don't like him because of Zog, because of Zionist occupied government. But he can't even say that because it's why he doesn't like him.
Let me try to fix it. It's not. It's not the no. It's not on my end. It's not my internet.
Oh, looks like he's getting dropped. See ya. Bye. Kick
the thing
him.
that's broken is that it's like glitching.
No, that's
on
your
the video
brain that's
side.
broken, bro.
I'm gonna try to hit a. Hold on. I'm gonna try to hit an ingest fix on my end. Hopefully that'll fix it.
What are you talking
But
about?
it
You got
doesn't
an
seem to have
expert
fixed it.
setup in there.
I do, but it's I think they're getting like DDoSed.
Okay, so Hasan, last, while we have you here.
Wait, one.
What? They would dislike him even if it wasn't Zog? This is Hasan hate brain rot? No, you're fucking retarded. Now, if you look at any neo-Nazi talking point today, the neo-Nazi talking point is not going to be, we need to go to Israel and all the Jews. It's that Jews are controlling our country and they're forcing things on us like mass immigration, which is causing white genocide, and they're causing us to waste our military and our money getting involved in wars with Iran and all these other things, and the clean break memo to go and blow up all of Israel's enemies in the Middle East. That's the neo-Nazi talking points. Get out of here with this fucking retarded like, oh, Nazis want to go to Israel and kill all the Jews. You're actually fucking retarded.
Yeah, my what the frick is going on?
What the frick? What the frick is going on? Oh shit, did you see my name pop up in chat? And he's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
The thing that the toolkit that every streamer uses is getting heavily fucking DDoSed.
What?
So that's the problem.
bro.
Like the toolkit that people are using.
What is he even talking? What is the toolkit? What is he even talking about? Pirate software?
Is getting attacked all the time, nonstop, and they haven't been able to like withstand these attacks at all. So they're.
That's true. XQC have the same issue. Wait,
it's
what's
just
being
not showing
What is he
any-
even talking about?
I don't know if they can hear me.
No, we can hear you fine. You're just, I'm telling you just
No,
from-
not you.
Okay, your guys. On our side, you're just a little bit.
Every streamer's been using IRL toolkit. Oh, okay, I don't know what it is. Sorry. Well, kick him out. He's gone. Get him the fuck out of here.
This is crazy.
Get him out of here.
Fuck. Jesus Christ, this is so goddamn annoying. Holy shit. What is happening?
Oh no.
What is DDoS? You know, the streamer term.
I think we use another
DDoS is direct denial of service when people just like swarm,
It's distributed denial of service, but
consistently hit a server and attack it, it's like it basically gives it the hug of death.
I just want to.
You seem good now.
I ain't listening to
you're
him
back.
talk
What?
about anything.
You're
Oh
back.
my God,
You're
kill
back
me.
anymore.
Holy shit.
Oh no, I actually hit the BRB screen on my end. I'm not lagging on your end, which is fine, but I'm looking at my ingest here, and it's like completely cooked.
Take a couple minutes.
Uh-oh.
We have people that want to come in too.
Uh-oh.
Everyone's saying you're
Okay.
faking it.
Well,
Hasan. Our
okay.
chat's
I
saying
think,
you're
I
faking
think
it.
this is your exit plan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no,
do that.
I definitely want to continue this conversation, but like,
Can we do Could we do?
There's so many, like, there's so
Wait,
much
Hasan.
visual artifacting going on
Hasan.
on my stream.
Can we do a lifting stream? Me, you, and Kyle when we're back in Cali.
Sure.
You don't seem too enthusiastic about that.
Well, because I'm fucking. This is
gotta fight
so
off the
goddamn
DDoS.
Annoying. I have like 50K people watching, and then it just
Why
like,
does that happen? He said.
Does Hasan drink or no?
DDoS. People are the service that a lot of streamers,
He lifts
myself
heavy.
included, and the FaZe Boys use is getting fucking consistently attacked by people, by nefarious actors, and it's a service that we pay a lot of money
They're
for.
saying
so
this
it's
is what
really
Hasan
fucking
does.
annoying.
Whoa, are you notorious for this?
What?
Hypotheticals to crazy exit.
Oh, no.
No, I want to continue this conversation. It's just I'm incapable of doing so right now. But
Our chat
Hold
wants us
on,
to add
hold on.
Myron too. So why don't we
No,
just have
we
a
can't. We
three-way?
can't do that. We can't do that. I promise. you we would
I
have
can't
just
be
Hasan
on
in.
with like Myron or Nick
I got
Fuentes
you.
or any of
Hasan,
those
I
guys
told you, I
because
got
I'll
you.
get banned.
I told Hasan we'd
I'll
have
get banned if
okay.
I'm
He's
on
on
with
Twitch.
them because they're
Oh,
banned
get
on
banned.
Twitch.
No, I
Oh,
told you.
no.
I told you. I
Always
got
the
you.
ultimate
We're good.
escape.
We're good.
The ultimate escape.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a couple minutes, or are you
Kick
good
him
now?
out.
I think we might be. Hold on. I think we might be able to work through this.
Come on,
but
Hasan.
I don't know. I don't know if it will.
Buddy, we're new to this shit. You're supposed to be a veteran.
No, I know. And I am.
And I am.
Oh,
I got fucking AirPods in my ear and shit.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like, do you not see it? Hold on. All right, we'll continue. We'll table this discussion for later. You guys
Let's
can
do it,
go
bro.
and talk to some other people. But I don't think that
Maybe we should do we should have you on the Full Sim podcast too if you're ever down.
True.
Sure, I'm down.
Cool. All right, bro. Well, great to meet
All
you
right.
over the internet. We'll link up someday too.
All right,
Link
bye.
up. Apparently, your stream is having.
It's on dipped.
Huge problems.
Everyone said he faked it, bro. I don't know. I don't
Jesus.
Think so. Someone's saying have Destiny on.
That's me.
I've never had any contact with him, to be honest. I don't know how to get in contact with him. I think maybe him and
Twitter, Instagram.
Hasan maybe went at it or some shit.
Twitter, Instagram, DMs. I'm in them both.
Who's this?